Name of presenter, Mrs. S.E. Stander. Program, Office Administration. Subject, Office Data Processing. Level 3. Topic 8, Introduction to Presentations using Microsoft PowerPoint. Reference material used, textbook, Office Data Processing for MS Office 2010, NQF Level 3, pages 272 to 333. Resources required by student, textbook, and a computer. Module 17, Unit 17.2, correct mistakes in a presentation using the spelling function. The spelling function in PowerPoint works exactly the same way as it does in Word and in Excel. People, very important to spell check your presentation. It will look very unprofessional if your presentation has got spelling errors and you've got an audience seeing your spelling errors on a big screen. So after completing your presentation, I'm using the example we did. After completing your presentation, you will go to Review and you will go to Spelling, ABC. As soon as you click on Spelling, ABC, it will check your spelling. There I've made a mistake. I didn't put in name. I spelled it incorrectly on the side here. It gives me the option that I can use. I can say change. Grade is also a spelling error. I can choose the correct one, grade, and I can change it. Here I've just typed, so I can just ignore all these errors because it's not actual words. As soon as my presentation is done and they've checked everything, I can say spell check complete. I can say okay, and I know that my presentation will be professional and without any spelling errors. So to spell check, review, spelling. Unit 17.3, edit a presentation. You can move slides, you can delete slides, you can copy slides, you can move a placeholder, you can copy a placeholder, or you can delete a placeholder. So let's look at moving slides. If I've created my presentation and I realize that slide 4 must actually be slide 2, I can move them around. I can either do it on the left-hand side here, or to make it a bit easier maybe is go to View. I go to Slide Sorter, View. If I realize that slide 4 must actually be slide 2, I can click on it, hold it, and drag it and put it so that it becomes slide 2. If slide 4 or 6 must be slide 3, I can click, hold it, drag it, and put it where it should be in slide 3. I can move around my slides. If I want to do it in normal view, exactly the same principle. If slide 5, I want to be slide 3, I click on it, I hold it until it moves into position, slide 3. That's how I can move my slides. If I need to delete a slide, I realize that slide 4, or maybe you've entered or inserted too many new slides. There's a slide in the middle there that you don't want. You can just right click on the slide that you don't want and you go to delete slide. So if I want to delete a slide, I right click on the slide on the left hand side. People don't right click here in the middle. Nothing is going to happen. You have to right click here in your slides pane on the left hand side on the slide, and you go to delete slide. Copy a slide. If I have a slide that I want in the presentation maybe 2 times, I want to, my title slide is that, and I want to maybe have another slide exactly the same at the end. I can once again right click on the slide, copy, I click on copy, I go to where I want it. In between the slides, if I want that slide to be copied in between slide 6 and 7, I right click in between those two slides, and I say paste. And now it will be in between those two slides. If I want to copy slide 2, right click, copy, and I want it to be copied at the end of the presentation, in the gray area, click, right click, and I paste it there. That's how I copy a slide. Moving a placeholder. Now people, once again, this is your placeholder. Or in this case, there is your placeholder. That is a placeholder. If I want to move a placeholder in a slide, I click on it, I put my mouse on the outside border, and I can move it like a picture. Wherever I want to put it, I can now put it. I can even put it at the bottom. If I want to move that placeholder, select it, see my 4 arrows, and I move it to the bottom. If I want to go to my picture, if I want to move my picture, same thing. Picture is in the placeholder. I select it and I move it around. If I want to move my placeholder from one slide to another, I cannot just click and move it around. I have to cut and paste it, or copy and paste it. If I want the same placeholder to appear on different slides, I copy and paste. If I want to move it from one slide to another, I will cut and paste. So I want to move this placeholder or copy this placeholder from this slide to another. So I right click, I say copy, I go to where I want to move it, right click, and I paste it. If I want to move this placeholder, I don't want to have it on this slide anymore. I will right click and I will cut it from here, then it disappears, and I will move it somewhere else. And I will paste it on this slide. Move is copy. Copy is I have it on both slides. If I move it, it's gone from the one slide and it will be pasted on the other slide where I want it. Delete a placeholder, exactly the same principle. I want to delete a placeholder. Let's say I want to delete this subtitle placeholder. As soon as you click on it, you will see that there's a block selected around it, but it looks like a dotted line. If you click on that dotted line again, it becomes a solid line. As soon as it is a solid line, I can just press delete on my keyboard and it will be deleted. If I click on it the first time, it's a dotted line. If I click on that dotted line again, it becomes a solid line. And now I can press delete so that that placeholder is deleted. The same with the chart. So I select it, it's got a border, click on the border again, and I press delete. The same with the picture. I want to select the picture and delete it, click on it, and I delete it. So people, you can edit your presentation in many ways. You can move a slide, delete a slide, copy a slide, move or copy your placeholder, or even delete your placeholder.